up, guys? It's your boy, Barca Boy 103. Just finished watching the match and Barcelona win the Joan Gamper, beating Tottenham Hotspur by 4-2. It was a very entertaining game and also a very even game as well. You can see there's two top teams here going toe-to-toe. Of course, Tottenham way more advanced in their preseason than Barcelona were. But it was a very interesting match. I think the first half was very not used to what we're normally used to. You had Xavi picking a very strong team, essentially his Gala 11, Ter Stegen in goal, back four, Araujo playing at right back, Kounde, Eric Garcia, Alejandro Balde, midfield four of Pedri, Gavi, Romeo and De Jong, and then Raphinha and Lewandowski up front. We started off the game very well. We're passing the ball, it was full flowing. We got the goal, great ball from Romeo to Raphinha. Raphinha then, great ball to Lewandowski, shoots it across goal, 1-0, inside like 2-3 minutes. Easy as you like. Comes the 10th minute and Barcelona start looking sloppy. Passes are being misplaced. Decisions making is not on point. Interceptions are not being made. Everything was, very sloppy. Tottenham got back in the game. Their first goal, I think, both goals were scored by Oliver Skip. First goal, really well worked. They built it from the back. They were going down the left-hand side with Reguilon and Perisic. Whips it in. I think Lo Celso, top of the box, hits the post, and then Skip with the rebound. I thought Ter Stegen could have done a bit better with that. Second goal, essentially the same thing. It was a cross in from Perisic, and again, Skip, straight header to Ter Stegen. I think Ter Stegen, again, could have done better with... I think Ter Stegen should have saved one of the two goals, probably more so the second one because it was straight at him, but I get it, reflexes, and I still think he should have gotten two there. But yeah, I think from like the 15th minute till halftime, it was all Tottenham. They were absolutely battering us from possession to interlocking plays to progressing the ball forward. Second half started off same thing. Xavi kept the same lineup. We thought maybe he'd make one or two changes. He didn't. Same thing. I think the Barcelona looked a bit more lively a little bit. We're going, they were kind of going toe-to-toe, but Tottenham were still all over us. And then Xavi made those 6 changes. He brought in Inaki Peña, Alonso, Abde, Ferran, Ansu, and he brought Ilkay Gundogan in as well. Once those changes come in, it was a different Barcelona. We got back into it. Again, the pass looks more flowing. We're getting into their half. Again, decision making wasn't that great. Then he brought in Lamine Yamal and Fermin Lopez, and we just ran away with it. Of course, the first goal was from Ferran Torres. Was that first goal of the second half. Second goal for Barcelona to tie it up. Beautiful, and I mean world-class ball over the top from the man on the screen, Jules Kounde. Absolutely superb. Finds Lamine Yamal, makes a great run down the right-hand side, puts it across goal, and Ferran Torres pokes it home. Second goal to get the winning goal was again all came from Lamine Yamal down that right-hand side. He looked lively, cooked. Reguilon went down the byline. Then you had Ferran Torres pick it up, puts Ansu through. Ansu is his moment, shoots it across goal, and he ends up scoring it. Final goal again from guess who? Lamine Yamal down the right-hand side, finds Fermin Lopez, puts the cross in, and Abde is the one who pokes it home. What the second half taught us is Barcelona should not be playing a 4 midfield on a regular basis, consistent. I was saying this on the live stream. I think you play that 4 midfield when you're facing a very strong team, like who's very compact and they're very aggressive. Like a Man City, Bayern Munich, Real Madrid. Talking about that level type of team. When you're playing against, a Tottenham, Arsenal, Atletico, Inter, I think you can suffice with playing with wingers, and that was the detriment to our problem in that first half. We had no attacking threat. It was just it was just Balde all down that left-hand side. He had no help, no coverage, nothing. He had that whole left-hand side of the pitch. It was all his, and he struggled because every time Balde was running down that left-hand side, no one's making runs in the box. And Lewandowski was dropping back to play, trying to link up play. Raphinha is way down the right-hand side, telling Balde to pass it to Lewandowski. It looked discombobulated. There was no... When Barcelona had the opportunity to move forward, there was no fluidity in it whatsoever. But in the second half, it was different. Yes, Ferran Torres is not an out-and-out striker, but he occupied that role. You have 2 pure wingers, and Abde on the right, Ansu on the left. Things were happening. Then when Lamine Yamal came in, it's kind of a 4-2-4 with Ferran and Ansu interchaining it between false 9 and striker. Once Lamine Yamal was there and Abde was on the left, we looked killer. I think that's hopefully something that Xavi realizes. But From the whole 90 minutes, there was two things that was clear as day for Barcelona. We need, firstly, a right back. By the way, Araujo is fine. He was taken off as a precaution. Xavi's confirmed this. Jordan confirmed this in the second half as well. He is fine. He should be fully fit, ready to go for the match on Sunday against Getafe. You need a right back. I think it's so evident what Xavi is sending us to the fans that Araujo, our best center back, is playing right back because he's trying to, of course, please Kounde, who has been stellar at center back entire preseason. Of course, got that pre-assist for the tie-in goal for Ferran Torres. We need a right back so badly because once Roberto came in, we looked sloppy. Especially, I think in the moment he came in, it wasn't that great either because Tottenham were on top of us. You need a right back. You also need a creative midfielder. You need someone like Lo Celso, who I think played very, very well in this match. Again, Bernardo Silva looks like the deal's not going to happen there. You need another creative midfielder. You need someone to come in and provide coverage and competition for Pedri. Because when Pedri goes off, you're basically relying on Fermin Lopez, who again, youngster, you never know what he can do, but it's not something you can bet on for a season where expectations are very high. Yes, preseason, Fermin Lopez has done alright. I don't think he's done enough for Barcelona to not sign a creative midfielder. I still think that's very, very important. Those are the two clear signs. That's the next step for Barcelona. I don't think we need to sign a forward. I think if we can bring in Victor Roque now, that's perfect. But if not, I think we are all right for now. We don't need to bring in Neymar. I think Neymar, unless Xavi wants to use him as a creative midfielder, where he's dropping in at that cam role. So if he's playing on the left hand side, he can drop it, cut inside into the middle. Unless he wants to use him like that, I don't see the point of Neymar. I think you can already bet on the ones that you have. The question now really is, will Ansu leave or stay? I think if Ansu leaves, then you have to sign another forward. I think what you've got now, you have Abde, Raphinha, Ferran, Ansu, Lewandowski. You have Lamine Yamal coming in, and then also when Victor Roque comes in January, Lamine Yamal can go back to the B team, and I think it will work out. I would try to bring in Victor Roque this summer. We're hearing that's not quite possible with his current club not letting him leave until at least January, so it's going to be difficult. I think we can last from now until January with just the forwards that we have right now. I get it, losing Dembele is a big loss, but I think Lamine Yamal has shown in this match that he can, match that level. Yes, it's preseason, you have to take that into account, but how did Messi explode on the scene? Joan Gamper against Juventus in 2006, 2007, so I think it's the right move by Barcelona. Just focus on a creative midfielder signing, right back. If you want to invest 2 players in right back, that's fine, but we'll see what the club do on that side. But overall, very, very entertaining match. Very, very even match, I must say. I want to talk about a few players' performances. Firstly, the official man of the match was given to Frenkie de Jong. That was voted by the fans. I think that's rightfully deserved. I think he was my man of the match. Playing from right interior, he went to the pivot, went to center back. He was flawless. And the one thing I would criticize on Frenkie de Jong was his decision making in the final third. He made that great run in the first half where he went past 3 or 4 players. He had Ferran, he has Raphinha to his right, Lewandowski to his left, passes to neither. I think in the second half as well, he does. I think he's playing at center back at the time. Builds out from the back, passes to Tottenham players, thinking, okay, spray it wide to Lamine Yamal. No, he keeps going, then loses it. So I think his decision making Frenkie de Jong today wasn't that great, but still by far man of the match. I think Kounde was fantastic as well. I think Eric Garcia, for his standard, has done superbly as well. I think he's been the most shock performance of the preseason. I think he's been exceptional. Again, there was a few decision makings for him where he went for last ditch tackles. We kind of saw a little bit of the Eric Garcia from last season, but I think he was absolutely fantastic. I think, of course, Oya Romeo played very, very well. I think in the second half, last 10 minutes of his performance, he was getting a bit lackluster. He was being a bit aggressive and was making very quick decisions and not really thinking about it. I think that comes with, playing a significant amount of minutes. I think Gavi looked very, very well for his first hour of this season in general. I think he's played very well. Again, giving away a lot of silly fouls, but that's what you get with Gavi. I think Pedri was magical in that midfield, was fouled so many times. I think Raphinha has an issue. He is still the starting right winger for now, but he needs to be more like Lamine Yamal and Dembele in the sense when you get the ball, drive at the defense, take him on 1v1 him. He did it a few times in that first half, but the majority of the time he gets the ball, cuts inside. Gets the ball, cut inside. I think Raphinha's passing is a big asset to him. He's gotten a lot of assists since he's joined Barcelona. Very, very good creator, very good crosser of the ball. But we know he has the ability to dribble. I think when he has one defender in front of him, he always takes it on. But when there's 2, he never takes that risk. And if he loses it, we understand. He went for it. It's fine. We've seen it a lot with Dembele, but he never takes that chance. I think he needs to improve in that part. In terms of the subs coming in, I think Ferran Torres, again, 1 goal, 1 assist. This man's been our most goals and most assists this preseason, so he's done well. I think Ansu, he's gotten the message. His future's on the line. He came on. I think he played well. I think he started off a bit, rusty, but he grew into the game. Lamine Yamal was magical. I mean, he came into that game and took it on his own. He's like, I got this. Let me take it on. He looked brilliant. I think İlkay Gundogan, when he came in, we were a different team with Gundogan in there. He came in and just transformed us. He looked like the conductor. He was putting, fantastic passes. He was creating passing lanes, making the right decisions as well, which we lacked in that first half. So I think he came in, played very well. And I don't think I have really much to add to that. I think Alonso came in, he had a good shot from the free kick. I think Abde came in, did very, very well, played on the right and the left, had that shot from outside the box, of course got the goal. Again, for him, he didn't do that many dribbles like Lamine Yamal did, taking on defenders, let's say with Raphinha, so hopefully that comes a bit more playing time, a bit more confidence. But overall, great evening in Montjuic. Barcelona pick up their, I believe, 11th Joan Gamper in a row, and great end to the preseason. Again, the win's the most important thing. Defense, no clean sheet, but I think both their goals are very, very well worked by Tottenham, and you can't really complain. And season starts on Sunday, big moment, and we're gonna hopefully push a lot this season, like Xavi did say in the presentation part before the match, saying that the team's objective is to win everything, and hopefully we can end up doing that. Hope you guys enjoyed this video as well. Make sure you drop a like, subscribe down below as well, and leave me your thoughts in the comments. What are your thoughts on the performance? Who was the standout players? Any weaknesses? Does this match kind of change your interpretation of the market? Would you still sign a forward? How would you go for one right back or two? Would you still sign a creative midfielder? Leave me all your thoughts down below. And of course, make sure you guys subscribe down below if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys next time on the channel. Take care and Forza Barca.
Yeah.